Anyways, the last couple days, we have been graphing lines, looking for certain things that we can do to graph the line, a point, the slope, the y-intercept, the x-intercept, all of those things. Now we're going to get into graphing quadratics. Remember, quadratics are the ones that are ax squared plus bx plus c. So it's this kind of thing. We're going to look for x-intercepts and y-intercepts for those as well. But before we do that, I want to go back to an old method of graphing that we've done many, many times in our past, and that is by just making a table. We make a table of values. The table that you guys are going to make are going to be based off of the graph that's given on your homework. Just use the numbers that are there. In fact, on all of the ones that you are going to be working on, you can just start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see if that gives you enough points, okay? If it doesn't give you enough points for you to tell what it looks like, because it's not going to be a line anymore, but if it doesn't give you enough points, then you might have to put another one on there. But look, my graph only goes from 0 to 6, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to get enough information on here. Use the graph that's given to decide the points that you're going to use. So when you do that, you just plug that in. What do I get when I do 0 squared minus 6 times 0 plus 8? So it's 0 squared minus 6 times 0 plus 8, and I can just plug that in my calculator or do the math. However, I get 8 when I'm done with that one. Then I'll plug in the next one. That's 1 squared minus 6 times 1 plus 8. And again, you can do the whole thing in your calculator. Plug it in exactly like you see it, get a value. Then I do 2 squared. Then I do 3, and just keep plugging them in and getting values. Oops. I accidentally plugged something in wrong. Oops, I plugged in the wrong value on that one. 6 times 5, it should be plus 8. Okay. Enter 3. Okay, so once I've gotten my points, I can start plugging them on the graph. Remember how you graph these. This is the point 0, 8. That is off the chart on my graph. This one only goes up to 4. So I'm not going to be able to put that one on. 1, 3. That's right 1 up 3. Follow the values. The graphs should be numbered for you accordingly. 2, 0. 3, negative 1. 4, 0. 5, 3. If done correctly, you're going to see those kinds of patterns. Where you're going to see numbers repeat themselves. It'll come down, turn around, and go back up. Or on some of them, it'll start down, go up, turn around, and come back down. They'll all have a common look to them, so you'll know you're doing it right. So again, when you pick your values, just pick it off the graph. So again, I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to go from 0 to 5, see what I get, see what happens. This time I have a negative in front. I don't want to forget that. So it's the opposite of 0 squared plus 8 times 0 minus 12. And just keep plugging them in. The opposite of 1 squared plus 8 times 1 minus 12.
First try.
So again, I have a situation where once I've filled in all my points, I have points that are off the graph that I have here. These aren't going to fit. So I'll just start with what fits. 2, 0, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 3. I'm going to guess if I plugged in 6. I'm going to keep that on there because I didn't get a whole lot of points, but if I plug in 6, it's going to start repeating that way again. I'm going to probably get 0 on this one. 6. And yep, sure enough, 6, 0. So I got enough points that I can get a feel for this, how it's changing direction. And so really that's all you have to do. Make your table, plot your points, sketch your graph. Okay? The numbers are going to be pretty easy on the ones that you're going to do for homework. And again, just use the graph to help guide you in terms of how the numbers to pick. You are going to be pretty safe on all of them to just go from 0 to 5 or 0 to 6.